welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to FIFA Career Mode 2019. Then today, and let's get going. We're gonna get this career mode once again underway. If you don't know what's happening so far in our career mode, we're sat, I think, in 5th or 6th at the moment, or maybe 7th in the title. 6th. There we go. And obviously we're playing as Leicester City, Season 1, of course this is, as you know. And yeah, basically we're gonna advance time forward. First game will be against, I think I said Fulham last time, of what I remember. So obviously we'll skip to the Fulham game, shall we? And yeah, we'll get on with it really, and hopefully we'll have a few good games. So we're gonna miss Palace, we're gonna miss West Brom, and we're going to start our game off with Fulham. Then we're going to play Liverpool, and then we're going to play, we'll play, let's say, either, should we do Burnley or Brighton? That's the question, Burnley or Brighton. But first we'll have a look, 2-1 win at Watford, 3-2 win at Palace, so yeah, that's alright, 2 good results, keeping us just ahead of Manchester United in the league, of course, which is always great. Aim this season, well, coming into the season, my aim was to finish mid-table. But right now, you know, I would only expect now from our players to finish as high as possible, really. And that's really top 10. So as high as possible within the top 10. I don't expect Champions League football, but if we can get it, then why not? We'll take it happily. Playing on professional difficulty, so yeah, you know, always look forward to this anyway. But yeah, still. So obviously we're gonna start the game now. So this first game of the night, and yeah, let's get going. Why not? Well, in all honesty though, I must say, and I'm going to say, and have to admit, I'm not a Leicester supporter myself, but being a Chelsea fan last night, I was proud of our team actually last night. If you're a Chelsea supporter, then, you know, I think we have to be proud of that result last night. Even though we lost, I think we did well, and we played good football, so, you know, and in fact, we only lost on penalties. However, I must say, Kepa's performance, well, I don't know, mixed emotions, really. I think everyone's really having mixed emotions, you know, but in my opinion, I always believe, you know, what the manager says must go. If a football player disobeys that, disobeys the manager, then, you know, there's something fundamentally wrong in Chelsea. You know, the thing is, I don't think it's actually the players that have caused this mess. You know, I actually and I don't actually think Siri's responsible either. I actually blame the board. Now, just hear me out on this one. See, last year, okay, well actually, let's go back to the end of the Jose Mourinho era. Let's go back actually to I think it was 2015. Okay, Jose Mourinho, previous season, won the league. Then, by December 2015, I think it was, Chelsea obviously sacked Mourinho due to poor performance, and you know what, I agree with that. I actually agree with Jose getting the sack. He was 15th in the league, okay, of course, and didn't do the job, okay, that you'd expect from a defending champions team, okay. Now, whether or not the players had anything to do with that, okay, the sacking in Jose Mourinho, whether or not it was maybe the performance of Jose's Mourinho, or whether it was the tactics, who knows? And I don't really give a shit, okay? And excuse my French, but I honestly don't care. The point is, Jose Mourinho was the manager, and the manager has to take responsibility, in all honesty. Okay? And Jose Mourinho, I don't think got the best out of the Chelsea players in his third season. I think it was his third season with you know, with Chelsea, of course. He did well in his first, he did well in his second season, but his third season wasn't that great. Okay, now then we had our interim manager for a few months, okay, up till July, okay, until Chelsea found a new manager, Antonio Conte. Now, Antonio Conte for me was realistically, I think, a great manager. Okay, in the first season, respectively, he won the Premier League. Second season, he won FA Cup football, which is, you know, two fantastic major trophies within the first 2 seasons, of course, which is fantastic. But soon as he won the FA Cup, I know he ain't the first manager to get sacked after the FA Cup victory. I think Louis van Gaal got sacked after he won the FA Cup. But the point is, to win the FA Cup, you know, it's still a fantastic achievement for Antonio Conte. 2 trophies within 2 seasons. That is fantastic. Why not give him a third, for crying out loud? Okay, he finished 5th in the league. But come on, who do we think we are? Real Madrid? Barcelona? No, we're Chelsea. We are going to have some mediocre seasons. We're not always going to be the top team in English football. And the thing is, the English Football League is probably the most competitive league, in all honesty, in the world, when you think of it. Okay? Because even though Manchester United, Man City, Arsenal, Everton, Liverpool and Chelsea are realistically your original top 6, okay, and are always expected to be there or thereabouts, but you also do have good other teams. For instance, now Leicester City even make surprise results. We're just going to find out really how good the training even though, like, and even Tottenham, are certainly have had brilliant seasons over the last 3 seasons. Probably been the most consistent team out of every team alongside Man City. The point I'm trying to make is, you've got to be realistic in these situations. Okay, yeah, Antonio Conte may have come into this season, may have, you know, may still not be winning the Premier League, but who knows? I actually honestly believe, okay, Chelsea would be in a much better position now if Antonio Conte was in charge, rather than, of course, Maurizio Sarri been in charge. Because the players actually played for Conte, okay, in all honesty. They weren't ever going against him, of what I could tell, and they played for him quite well. And you know what? The thing is, okay, I've always had the belief, if Antonio Conte did stay, well, if Antonio Conte wasn't sacked, should I say, during his 3rd season, I honestly believe that Antonio Conte would have actually had more of the team he would have liked, rather than what he didn't like. Antonio Conte was getting rid of good dead wood that he didn't want in the team, okay? And I respect Antonio Conte for that, okay? And that's my opinion, like... And then obviously when they sacked Antonio Conte, guess what? Getting a new manager wasn't going to be the answer, and I knew that. From the moment they sacked Antonio Conte, I knew Chelsea has already lost the league for going into this season. And there's really one reason why. Not because Antonio Conte... well, not because Maurizio Sarri hasn't really won anything in his life, big, okay, but for me, okay, Sarri just doesn't suit the Chelsea figure, in my opinion. You've got Jose Mourinho, and then you got Sarri. These managers, Jose Mourinho is a manager that will play good defensive, counter-attacking football. Sarri tactics are a lot different, okay, and in my opinion, they're not really that great. Okay, he's more sit back, okay, and he likes to play a high line. He likes to play a 4 at the back, you know, 3 in midfield with usually two up front. And this is not the Chelsea system, okay, that Chelsea's always had. Now, don't get me wrong, Siri may prove me wrong in his second season. I hope he does, if he gets a second season at Chelsea. But the thing is, okay, I honestly believe that, you know, regardless whether he gets a second or third season, I honestly believe that Siri, you know, was not the right man for the job, isn't the right man for the job to lead Chelsea forward, and Chelsea needs a new manager ASAP. But having said that, I think, you know, we have to still be proud of what Chelsea did. Oh wow, did that go in?
Goalkeepers love to be busy, and he's certainly busy at the moment. The frame of the goal helping him out, and now at least he can settle his team down. And
but yeah, what I'm trying to say, like,
if you hit the postal bar, you
I honestly think, you know, Chelsea, well, Maurizio Sarri, you know, hasn't done anything that great at Chelsea. And you know what, the problem is, Maurizio Sarri will have his players that he wants. Jose would obviously have his players that he would like in his teams. And the same with Conte. 3 different managers within the space of 5 years. Okay, it's not good. Okay, it's really, really not good.
It's all square.
Like, I honestly think it's just not good enough in my opinion. So this was a no goal. Oh well, 0-0. Bit of a disappointing match. Well, I wasn't too disappointing, but yeah. But no, I honestly think, you know, like, Siri needs to go. I just think he ain't the right man for the job. But I think whoever Chelsea gets next, they need to make a justified decision. For instance, we can't just sign Frank Lampard. I've heard, like, Frank Lampard is in the contention, or is according to the bookies quite hot to become Chelsea next manager. Like, but what would Frank Lampard bring? Okay, yeah, he's a fan favourite for sure. He could maybe he is certainly a fan favourite, I would say, if you really want to be honest. You know, a bit like Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. But let's be honest, okay? Could he lead a team like Chelsea? Like, there's one thing of being a fan favourite, but, you know, I just don't know. I'm not sure, you know, who really has the capability of leading that Chelsea side. You know, I think, personally, I think that Chelsea side needs is a manager, first of all, who has got capabilities of winning, okay? Major trophies, okay? Secondly, we need a man, and secondly, we need someone who will have their own philosophy, but that philosophy also will be focusing on the next generation. Because I really fear at Chelsea right now, okay, we got Eden Hazard, Willian, and, you know, in fact, quite a good front three. But let's be realistic. Willian's what, 32? Higuain I wouldn't have brought in, he's also 32. You know, where's this next generation of Chelsea players? They need to arise. And, you know, like, a bit like Frank Lampard, you know, he was part of that next generation at Chelsea. For me, you know, like, that next generation needs to be introduced, in my opinion. So yeah. Anyway, we're playing against Liverpool now, so let's focus on this match. This is obviously the match I'm hoping to win, if you know where I'm coming from, because obviously, yeah.
Big reshuffle for Liverpool. Joel Matip replaces Dejan Lovren.
Right, 0-0 still, 7 minutes in the game.
Starts with Sadio Mane out wide. Only one up front in terms of a...
Ooh.
He might be through.
Here's Mane.
James Milner.
James Milner.
Jorginho Wijnaldum. And here's the shot. Comes out off the goalkeeper.
Like, the thing is, okay, there's a lot of teams in the Premier League that I think need good new managers, honestly. I tell you what, I don't know much about football in terms of tactics, and I don't really follow football that much, but I know what's required to win, if that makes sense. You need the right players,
Contact with the header. Great
if
work
you know
from
what I
the
mean.
keeper.
And you need to keep them positive. You got to massage some of them. Some of them you got to
Kazaki.
make them a bit angry, whilst others you got to give them a good old
It's a very
massage.
good interception.
No, I'm only joking. Like, but you know what I mean. Like, there's a lot of players like I think in the Premier League. Like even that Liverpool team. When I look at that Liverpool team, it ain't the greatest teams in all honesty. They're punching above their weight, in my opinion. Honestly, okay. They've got, you know, a good oh, penalty.
Can you believe it? It is
But okay, they've got some good players like Van Dijk. You know, they've got Van Dijk, I believe. Then they've got what's his name up front? Oh, 1-0. Yes. Then they've got what's his name? Sané. Felino or whatever his name is. You got quite a good lot of players in that Liverpool squad, in all honesty. But in all honesty, I don't think it's a perfect squad. Like for instance, I think the middle bit is a bit weak. In all honesty, you got Milner. You know, I don't really think he's that great. So in my opinion, like yeah, it's a good squad, but is it the perfect squad? No, for sure not. Right, so it's 1-0 to us. But Liverpool, as we saw, do come back and have come back. Whoa. Oxlade-Chamberlain. What a goal. No chance of me stopping that.
Chance to get a bit of width into this attack. Vardy. That's going to run on through to the goalkeeper.
Last time I actually played Liverpool, I drew 1-1 with them. In the Premier League it was. So
Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain.
Hopefully we don't get a 1-1 draw today. Oh, that was a foul.
A silly tackle, really.
Yellow card.
It's yellow from the ref.
Oh, without question. Well, he can't go for goal, but it is a dangerous situation, this, because if he gets it on the money, it's going to be hard to defend against.
Okazaki. Excellent pressure. They should be able to build from here in midfield.
Oh.
Put them in front here. Marking as tightly as they can. This corner could be a problem. They've got to defend it well. It's Milner who's played it in. Salah! Oh, no scraps for the attackers to feed on from the goalkeeper that time. Hung on to the ball well. I think he saw the look from the other player.
Still 1-1.
Where the pass was going.
Sorry.
Put into the box by Mane. Cleared away by the defender. On the move and able to cut out the pass.
Intercepted.
Looks the goalkeeper in the eye. Oxlade-Chamberlain. Excellent interception. Got his shot off now. Corner now for Liverpool.
We've only had one shot. Wow.
Swung in by Milner. Splendid header. Superb save.
Yeah, he got plenty behind that header as well. I think
they've had 7.
Scored, but the keeper had other ideas.
Just shows you how good they are, Liverpool.
Place to win the ball here. Going forward well. Now this is an interesting attack. Hit it hard, but half-time in the quarter-final.
Obviously looking to get through to the semis, we are. If we get through to the semis, we're only one step away from FA Cup glory.
45 minutes in this quarter-final of the Emirates FA Cup.
Well, the players really went at it in the first half, and you wonder whether we're going to see some tired legs as the second half wears on.
Attacking now.
Alright.
Now they're looking to get forward from this position.
We can get
good vision.
Come on, Vardy. This could be 2-1. It is 2-1. Vardy, 2-1.
Two for him on the day.
That was quite nice.
And 2 very well
made just the right break. And that's Vardy's 5th goal in the FA Cup, by the way, which is sick.
Henderson.
So 2-1. We once again take the lead.
A new man ready to come on. Vardy. Wijnaldum. Joel Matip. Henderson. Milner. Shot on! Keeper controls it, never looked like bouncing off him.
It made it look
So
easy,
just,
but his
you know,
positioning did that for him.
Hopefully we can gain another goal. If we can,
next game.
that would pull us clear.
Their next match, and I don't think they'll find too many obstacles in the way.
Dembele. Well, he's pressed him there to running the ball out of play. I think the manager
Klopp looked a bit
he
sad
wants,
there.
the player had a great individual reception, which he wouldn't get at the final whistle.
In terms of Kepa's actions though last night, I will admit that did undermine Siri. I honestly feel for Siri in them respects, because no matter what, I honestly believe, right, a bit like if, right, I'm not saying Sebastian Vettel has ever done it, or Lewis Hamilton has ever done it. In fact, of what I can remember, they have. Okay, don't get me wrong. But in Formula 1, because we see maybe less of it, because it can be restricted in terms of it shown in public, if that makes sense. Like, you don't really see it, if that makes sense. Like, in Formula 1, like, I remember, I think Vettel's sometimes questioned the Ferrari strategy, if that makes sense. But in public, he's never ever gone ahead and undermined his manager. He's never actually pointed the finger at Mourinho Arriva-Bene. Oh God. Yeah, he's never gone ahead and undermined Maurizio Arriva-Bene, because Maurizio, you know, wouldn't tolerate it, if that makes sense. You know, I don't know why I said Mourinho Arriva-Bene, but yeah, Maurizio, you know, just wouldn't tolerate it at all, you know. And he hasn't ever gone ahead and undermined Ferrari. He's only gone ahead and questioned their strategy, which, you know, he feels is only right. Was our own goal?
The scores are level again. Very tight affair here. Moussa Dembele. Not rushing it here. Moving from one side to the other. Ibora. Dembele. Whip it in now.
Ah.
Now the countdown is to 10 minutes left.
I wonder if we need to bring him on a sub.
Christian Fuchs. Says Fabregas. Vardy. I've seen this so often with these two teams. A late goal can decide.
Do quarterfinals get ever replayed? Oh, I wish someone knew. Does a quarterfinal get replayed?
That's an easy decision.
Because if we could force this to a replay, I wouldn't mind. If you know what I mean. I prefer to not go through right now and to take this to Anfield rather than go to extra time, in all honesty. We'll do quarterfinals, go to extra time. Oh no. No. Yes. Yes, mate. Still 0-0.
He's just shown us why. He's put in the corner. And the corner claimed by the goalkeeper. Not too difficult.
There we go.
The team's level as the referee blows his final whistle. Extra time to come.
Right, extra time. I'm glad it went into extra time. Just allows us a bit of time to reset. Okay, so I'm going to make a few tactical changes. Okay, to the squad. In terms of the way we line up. So, going to line up like that. But I'm going to... Who should I take off? I think I should take off maybe Fabregas, unfortunately. Bring on Madison for... Maybe, should I bring off Fandinho, or Dembele's still got energy, so I'm going to have to take off, you know, So there we go. That's how it's gonna look. I'm gonna play Vardy down the middle, Kazuki on the wing, and yeah, I think that's it really. I'm not gonna bring off Schmeichel. I think it's Schmeichel, yeah, Schmeichel. All right.
Who's going to be the fitter of these two teams as we go into extra time now?
So we've still got one more choice. Maybe we should bring off Ward and bring on Ward, our goalkeeper, at the 20th minute. So Schmeichel can have a bit of a tantrum. I'm only joking. No. Honestly though, you know, I think what he did was wrong. Like, in my opinion. It's not maybe whether or not he was right. Whether he's right or wrong, you know, that's, you know, it doesn't matter, like, in my opinion. Like, and the reason why it doesn't matter, in my opinion, whether he's right or wrong, whether or not he could play or couldn't play, I have no doubt. But whether or not he did the right thing and the way he did it, that's what bugs me. And I think that's what makes everyone else a bit angry. It isn't whether he did the right thing, whether or not. It's just the way he dealt with it. He could, because easily he could have done it as well. He could come off, okay, had a word with the manager, okay, after the game, even if they lost, and said, if I stayed on, we would have won, or something like that. He could have, and that would have been actually more right, in my opinion. You understand where I'm coming from? Because if your manager, let's say, tells you to, you know, do this, and you say, no, I'm not doing that, okay, and then you lose, you've sort of undermined yourself at the same time, if that makes sense. Because he undermined himself, in my opinion, at the same time as well. He's made himself look bad as well, and that's what annoys me. Even though he's not a bad keeper, he's a good keeper in all honesty. I like Kepa, I think he's a decent keeper. Is he as good as Courtois? I don't know, you know. I don't think I would be able to really make a statement on that, if you know where I'm coming from. I think, personally, I prefer Courtois over Kepa. But do I mind Kepa, or do I like Kepa? I think he's alright, he does the job. He gets on with his work, if you know where I'm coming from. He doesn't concede that many.
He can put them in front. Oxlade-Chamberlain. It's come off the goalkeeper, still in play.
And as I said, you know, the thing is he good as Courtois? I don't know. Like, because Courtois, you know, I don't know. Is he as good as Diego? Probably not. I'll admit that.
Yet another corner.
But is he alright? He does the job. Majority of the time.
Defenders managed to get in the way there. Okazaki. 5 minutes now left in the second period of extra time. It's Jamie Vardy opening them up with a through pass. Tried to keep it down, but couldn't.
He had it. I think the keeper might have been struggling there.
I just went for power.
And now there are just
So it's penalty shootout, ain't it?
in the second half of extra time. Crafting the through pass.
Oh, may not be.
Really in the clear now. In on goal. A goal.
3-2. That's...
Well, deep into extra time. They've found an extra effort. And they've got
that was sweaty.
Might just be the extra goal.
Oh, you've got to believe they're going to be home and hose now. They're just going to do the simple things right, and they'll be there.
One more possibility, maybe to get this crucial goal. Okazaki. No time
that was it.
It's out of harm's way.
Liverpool are through. We are out of the FA Cup, unfortunately. That is it then. That's our FA Cup hopes slashed and gone. Oh, it went to extra time though. I'm happy though. Quarterfinals. Let's see if we met our objective. Oh, that's annoying. But we did well, in all honesty. We didn't do too bad, I don't think, personally. Like, we got it to that. Well, we got that far. Yeah. Oh, we can't be too disappointed. Let's see if we met. If we met our objective, then I'm happy. You know what I mean. because that's what I aim to do, meet the objectives, obviously. Let's see, what was our Cups objective? Reach a round of 16. So actually we exceeded our target by what? 1 round? So that ain't bad actually. Right now we're in 6th. So right, we'll skip now to what game? Right, do we play Bournemouth or Brighton? Shall I skip? We'll skip to the Arsenal game, you know what? I fancy doing it. I don't really fancy playing much. I want to play a big match. Or actually, no, we'll skip to Newcastle, actually. Yeah. Let's skip to Newcastle, then we'll do Arsenal next time. And then we're almost done, because we only got April, then May. Just going to have a look, okay, at some of the final fixtures before we get into things in this Newcastle match. So, we've literally got Arsenal. Oh, we'll do that next time. We'll do the triple treble, okay? On these 3, if you know what I mean. In terms of points, in fact, top 4 is still on, in theory. If we beat, you know, Newcastle, if we beat Arsenal, that puts us a few points behind them. So, ooh, this is going to be interesting. I think we're secured at minimum 7th. Minimum 7th. And we're ahead of United. Wow, that's nice. In terms of our money, I must imagine it's gone up, our profits, in terms of club worth. Club worth 854 million right now. So apparently it's down somehow. Have no idea, which is interesting, but you know, I imagine it'll be up once we've got through the Premier League season. In terms of shirts sold, 1 million. What? That's insane. 1 million shirts sold. Mainly, I'll tell you our favourite players according to this at the moment. Maguire, Fabinho, and Piera. I can't remember whether we bought Piera. He's alright, I will say that. Piera's quite decent, in all honesty. Is he playing though in the right place? Yeah, Piera. He's alright, don't get me wrong. Fabregas is alright. Like, don't get me wrong, we've built a decent team so far. Not best team. It can improve. There are big areas. Like, I think the biggest area that I'm worried about is the attack. The attack and midfield. I'm a little bit worried about the midfield because, like, Fabregas quite old. Fabinho's, he's alright. Dembele, he's alright, don't get me wrong, he ain't the best. Vardy, though, Okazaki, certainly Okazaki and Ibora, I think, you know, are the worst. 2 up front, you know what I mean? The back, don't get me wrong, left back we could do, maybe get a new left back next season. But otherwise we got a decent team, you know. But that'll come into next season, ain't it? You know what I mean? Like, we'll have to wait. And in fact, next season could start, actually, based on now we're at virtually the crunch point in the season. We've played, what, 3 games now. We're only going to then have 3 more games, and that's the end of season. Okay. So next season could start this week, actually. That's surprising. So yeah, you know, should have happened much sooner, I will say that. But yeah, still, let's get into the Newcastle game.
Today, the home of Leicester City, the King Power Stadium.
Alright, if we can win here,
alongside me, Martin Tyne.
Okay, that'll be a good.
Coming up for you, Leicester City against Newcastle United. This is the Leicester City lineup. Kasper Schmeichel starts in goal. Moussa Dembele starts alongside Fernandinho in the middle of the park. And they're going to go with one striker.
Trying to get a bit of a first sweaty goal.
Newcastle United's lineup. Ki Sung-young comes.
See, I don't really mind scoring from inside penalty box or getting sweaty goals because I don't mind also getting good goals outside penalty box, but I try to get just simple goals because, see, people who complex it and make it complex, you know, I think are a bit stupid in some sense. Why would you want to, you know, try and make it as complex as possible? Try and just get as many shots in. More shots you get in, more likely you are to score, in theory. You know, because think, if let's say, okay, I get okay 2 shots from outside box, my chances of scoring are, or that gives me 2 chances of scoring. Whereas if I get 10 shots with inside the box, that gives me 10 chances of scoring. Now, you know what I mean? You're not guaranteed to get, you know, even one in. Okay, but at least you're putting that goalkeeper under pressure, and eventually they will crack and make a mistake. It's a fact.
It's a good cross. There's still danger here after this half clearance.
Alright, so Newcastle started this game off well, I will say that, for them.
Read the play well to intercept.
Defensively, they're doing alright as well. So, yeah. In all fairness, them few, what you call it, games,
maybe took his eye off the ball. Ibora attacking well here. He's through here.
All of our FA Cup games were quite tense, in all honesty.
Passed it into the net, but passed it off target, well off target. Able to cut that out with some sharp movement. Ibora, Okazaki, on to Vardy.
Oh,
in quickly.
I was going to have a shot soon as I sort of turned and then trying to flick it around him. Oh, but it didn't work out. I must say they're using quite a bit of width right now, which I'm not liking. I'm sort of trying to do a similar thing. I'm trying to use the width in the middle of the pitch right now. And then once again play narrow towards the end. But you know.
That's gone out for a throw-in. Okazaki. Good clearance. And that's out for another throw. Musa Dembele. Got to pass the ball a bit better than this if they're going to make progress. Giving it straight away.
Also, I like using long passes. Don't know if you could tell that by now.
Against a side that can break like this. Frustrating for them, really. That was the opportunity to play on the break, but it's broken down. Cesc Fabregas. Okazaki. Dembele. Vardy. Ibora. Okazaki. Dembele.
Ah.
Looking a problem until the clearance was made. Dembele. Now to Fabregas.
Wow.
They've got the ball back. The interceptor got it for them.
Right, we're making a few opportunities. We're getting close to obviously the half, so I'm not worried about that. Good save from Schmeichels. Alright, gonna up the tempo in the second half.
Put the corner in the middle. Just too high, just over with the header. Yeah.
Hopefully we'll get that first goal. Yeah. Not bad first half. Didn't play exceptional, but I don't think we played bad either. We've got to take recognition where it's due. So you know what I'm on about. Yeah, important. 1-0 Newcastle. What? You're having a joke.
He is just flat-footed, and he can only admire that, the way he's hit it first time.
So Newcastle United have the lead. Now, can he take them on? Dembele. He's got it away.
Alright, sorry if I'm going a bit quiet, but I need to focus here.
On to Fabregas. And out Back comes the goalkeeper, enjoying the chance to kick that one away.
Come on. No, come on.
Fernandinho. There's a sub coming on for Newcastle. Says Fabregas. Dembele. Fernandinho!
Oh!
Good defensive clearance there. Fernandinho. Okazaki. Surely the equaliser. Any danger to the goal has gone with that clearance.
Vardy got in the way there.
Okazaki. Shots on here. That's a good block. Well, they've all
Oh, I thought that was in.
Well done. But I think the guy who had
For
the
a
chance
minute.
really should have scored.
Well, he had the chance to get his shot away.
Oh, it was close. Goalkeeper
should have done
didn't really... I don't think goalkeeper would have got to it as well. That's the sad thing. Oh well. Still 1-0 Leicester. Sorry, Newcastle.
As for Newcastle United, their next game, Alan?
They're playing Southampton in the next match. I can see only one winner.
Oh, this could bring them level.
Oh!
And that'll be a corner.
Yeah, the crowd sensing momentum is with their team here.
Corner played in. Defended well.
Even if we can get a draw, please get me the draw. Offside.
He has acknowledged the flag from his assistant. And given
Come
the
on,
offside.
guys. I need one goal. That's all I'm looking for. One goal. If I was asking for two, I
Now
understand.
it's offside, and it looks as though they might be in to score. He's come into this area, into his own midfield to collect the ball. Rather deep position, but you can see what they're doing. They're keeping possession by doing it.
Alright, Newcastle again.
Kennedy.
How are Newcastle this strong?
Trying to pick out someone in the centre. Easy save for Schmeichel.
Well, the noise in here. These fans, they're like the 12th man, trying to gee their players up.
I'm right now, Bins.
Personnel for Newcastle via the bench. Kennedy. And that's deflected behind. It will be a corner.
Rafa Benitez is beating me.
The team on their toes, and to keep this lead, they hope. And here's the shot. Shot blocked here.
77 minutes and still 1-0 Newcastle.
Corner played into the middle. It's under hit the
For
corner.
crying out loud.
The front post gets it away. Christian Atsu. It's one
See, the
back.
thing
Got
is,
his shot off now. That'll be a corner for Newcastle.
this was a game that we should have won and could have won. And this would have given me a mandate at least to, you know, get top 4. But now it's destroyed maybe hopes. Even if we get a draw, it sort of gives me still a little bit of a chance.
But they can't add to it. But they haven't lost it. Able to cut that out.
If you know what I mean, I just can't get in.
84 minutes gone, 6 minutes to go.
They're just playing me right now. They're literally playing me.
Maguire.
That's the annoying thing.
Now they've
As
got
I
the
say,
ball, what are they going to do with it?
a draw would even block,
Kennedy.
well, give me a slight chance of a hope.
Joselu. Some options now for the pass. Fernandinho. We've got 2 added minutes.
There will be a minimum of 2 minutes of added time.
Come on, Vardy.
Dembele.
Game.
And Newcastle have won this match.
Is that top 4 gone?
Very hard defeat.
So, 2 defeats then today. That's a shame. Last time we had 2 wins, 1 draw. Today we had 2 defeats. That's horrible. And that's most likely top 4 gone. Well, it's not quite. I just want to see how Liverpool will do in their next game. Obviously, I just want to see how Liverpool did. Oh, interesting. So Liverpool didn't win either. So maybe still top 5 is on. So top 5 is not out of the realms of possibility. Still. Anyway, see you later. See you all next time for another video in probably 2 days' time. Check out my Formula 1 content as well. See you all next time.